Whatever you think of Sony Mobile, you definitely cannot accuse the Japanese giant of toeing the line or simply copying other smartphone manufacturers. While its rivals are busy trying to completely eliminate screen bezels and slap as many camera lenses as possible on its smartphone, Sony has completely bucked the trend. Instead, you can expect nice chunky bezels and look at this, a single camera lens. What is that all about? Oh Sony, you beautiful crazy bastard you. The Xperia XZ3 follows this unconventional convention perfectly, but it's not just Sony's defiant style that helps its flagship phone to stand out. Even now, a good few months after this phone first launched, I love coming back to the Xperia XZ3 again and again in between reviewing other handsets. And here's my full in-depth Xperia XZ3 long-term 2019 review to reveal why. And don't forget, for more on the latest greatest mobile tech, to poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So of course, let's start with that gorgeous and unique finish, which stays true to Sony Mobile's traditional design language while updating it in key areas. So you still get that lovable candy bar effect, but here it is softened with beautifully curved edges. These bend the light in an alluring, hypnotizing fashion and make the Xperia XZ3 comfortable to wrap your mitts around as well. My favourite model of Xperia XZ3 is definitely this Bordeaux red version. This thing is the smartphone equivalent of Iris Elba. It just oozes class and aesthetically it is exceptional. Or to put it in more basic terms, pwah! Several months post-launch, our Xperia XZ3 is still looking quite fresh as well. If you squint close, you will notice a couple of light scratches on that Gorilla Glass surfacing, including a few quite long ones on the display, but considering we've left it unsheathed, that's not a bad result. We would recommend getting a screen protector, but it definitely doesn't appear to be quite as susceptible to scuffs as some rivals, such as Huawei's Mate 20 Pro. And of course, the Xperia XZ3 is fully IP68 water and dust resistant as well, so no worries if you want to tweet at your besties in the bath. Or somewhere dusty. Now, a lot of people would probably scoff at the Xperia XZ3's quite chunky bezels housed beneath and above the display. Fair enough, it does add a fair bit of height to Sony's phone. Thank God for that one-handed mode, otherwise reaching the notifications bar would be about as pleasurable as dunking your nuts in a nest full of angry ants. And anyway, those bezels are soon forgotten when you actually turn on the phone and that gorgeous OLED screen blinks into life. This swap from IPS was the big new feature of the XZ3 compared with the older Xperia phones, and it's nothing less than a triumph. Every time I come back to Sony's mobile from another handset, the quality of those visuals immediately leaps out. I'd imagine it's the visual equivalent of sipping the finest champagnes after quaffing nothing but Malibu all week. Actually, that's not entirely fair to other smartphone displays, but there's no denying that the Xperia XZ3 boasts one of the most punchy, in-your-face panels that I've ever seen. It's bright, it's vibrant, and it's supremely crisp thanks to the Quad HD Plus resolution, while the HDR support means realistic visuals when watching supported content on the likes of Netflix. You can fully scale the colours and visuals, and best of all, Sony's super smart X-Reality software can upscale those lower quality videos so they're sharper and boast better contrast. The audio chops of the Xperia XZ3 are just as strong too, so media fans really can't go wrong here. The phone's onboard LDAC means you get crisp, detailed sound over Bluetooth, and I'm yet to experience a problem with connectivity even in very busy central London areas. And there is support for full high-res audio as well. And just as X-Reality can boost those visuals, Sony's digital sound enhancement engine does a job on your crappy old compressed tracks to breathe a bit of life into them, make them sound a bit more full-bodied. Even those S4 stereo speakers don't suck, although you will want to stick with headphones for music naturally. And probably don't even bother with Sony's dynamic vibration system, which basically just makes the Xperia XZ3 shake like a shitting dog whenever you're watching something bassy. Now, the Xperia XZ3 was actually one of the first smartphones to come with Android Pie stuffed inside, but Sony has of course, as usual, added its own overlay to change up the look and feel and add a few new features. For some annoying reason, Android Pie's awesome swipe gestures were culled and still haven't been added back, so you're stuck with that navigation dock at the bottom of the screen. I'm really used to those gestures now from other smartphones, so it is a shame to not have the option here. Also irritating is the lack of decent facial recognition, and no, trusted face doesn't f***ing count. Thankfully, I have gotten used to the slightly awkward positioning of that fingerprint sensor. In my first week or so with the Xperia XZ3, I was fingering that camera lens like a mofo every time I wanted to unlock the handset, but now I've of course learned to scooch it up a little bit whenever it comes time to unlock. These little issues aside, Sony has kept the XZ3 up to date with security patches, and I still love that PS4 remote play feature. There's nothing better on a cold winter night than burying yourself under the duvet and slapping on some God of War, especially when the kids are watching motherfucking Frozen for the goddamn 200th time. I've got to admit though, most of the new software features that Sony added into the Xperia XZ3, like this slightly awkward side sense menu thing, I tend not to bother with. All of the good stuff was already found on the Xperia XZ2. And so on to performance, and unsurprisingly this phone still absolutely slays. That Snapdragon 845 chipset is not going to show any signs of slowdown anytime soon, no matter if you're gaming non-stop or streaming high-def content or whatever. And battery life is also just as impressive, even if that 3300 mAh cell is dwarfed somewhat by the likes of the Mate 20 Pro. You have to absolutely hammer the XZ3 by gaming, piddling about shooting 4K video, stuff like that, if you actually want to drain it before bedtime. And when you do charge it back up, either with a Type-C charger or a spot of wireless charging, that smart QNovo tech prevents the battery from being overloaded. That means, like all recent Sony phones, you won't see any degradation in battery performance, even if you leave it plugged in all night, every night. Now, while some smartphones pack in 4 or 5 cameras these days, the XZ3 makes do with just the 2. A 19 megapixel lens around back with f2.0 aperture and a 13 megapixel selfie snapper around front. Sony's Motion Eye camera tech still produces impressive results, with attractive yet natural looking photos. The predictive shot feature is a great addition for any parents, helping to capture surprisingly clean snaps of a hyper kid, although there is no portrait mode for the rear cam, just the front. This does a pretty decent job though, considering that single lens setup. At night, however, the Xperia XZ3 has since been surpassed by rivals like the Mate 20 Pro and LG's V40. You can still grab impressively detailed shots in low light, although you will see some oversaturation in those cityscape shots. It's certainly no match for Huawei's acclaimed night mode. When it comes to the video chops though, Sony is definitely back on top with excellent 4K HDR results. You'll get great looking clips every time, and the image stabilization is of course solid. So in conclusion, Sony's Xperia XZ3 happily throws a middle finger to smartphone conventions. That's probably one of the reasons why I love it so much, that and the fact that it is an absolute media monster. Some little software omissions and funny bits aside, it's really hard to throw any proper criticism at the Xperia XZ3, unless you really don't like those chunky bezels, of course. Of course, Sony's Xperia XZ4 may be just around the corner, boasting the latest Snapdragon 855 chipset and an evolution for the likes of the camera tech. Go check out my full preview to see what you need to know about that, and will it mean a price drop of the XZ3? Very potentially. And don't forget to poke subscribe as well, because tomorrow I'll be bringing you a full Xperia XZ3 versus Huawei Mate 20 Pro comparison, comparing everything from the performance, the battery tech, the camera tech, everything else that you need to know. And have yourselves a lovely day, people. Love you, bye!